Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Orly Breathable Sweet Retreat collection. So the Orly Breathable line is supposed to be one step, no base and top coat. I probably would say no to that. They are supposed to be kind of a treatment mixed into a polish. I don't know how I feel about those claims, but that's what the claims are. So there are 6 neon pastel, I guess, creams in this collection. So I will link the Orly website down below where you guys can check these out, and I will get into the swatches.
So the first polish is called Sour Time to Shine, and this is described as a lemon lime cream. Pretty good coverage on this one, just a little bit uneven, but decently opaque, especially for a yellow. Formula feels pretty good, and it did level itself out fairly well as that coat dried. Second coat built up pretty well, but I did still have some streaks that I wanted to cover up. They're not really going to show on camera very well, but I could see them in person. That being said, I am really picky about that stuff. And that third coat did cover completely for me. So that is 3 coats of Sour Time to Shine. The next polish is called You Sherbet, and this is described as a smooth pastel orange cream. Pretty good coverage on this one. I was expecting this to be a little bit more sheer after using the last polish, but it covered a lot better than I was anticipating. It levels itself out very nicely as well. The second coat had enough coverage for me, but I can see where you might want 3 coats just depending on the application. So that is 2 coats of You Sherbet. The next polish is called Taffy To Be Here, and Orly describes this as a pink lilac cream. Great formula and coverage on this one as well. It covered very evenly and it leveled itself out really nicely. It covered solid for me in 2 coats. I had no streaks really on the first coat, but no streaks after that second coat either. And it's a solid 2-coater, not like a maybe 3 coats like the last polish was. So that is 2 coats of Taffy To Be Here. The next polish is called Burst Your Bubblegum, and Orly describes this as a neon pink cream. Fantastic formula on this one. The coverage is really, really good. There's virtually no streaks. It levels itself out really nicely. This easily covered in 2 coats and a good solid 2 coats as well. It's a perfect Barbie pink shade. I will say it is showing a little more pastel and a little less neon on camera than it is in person. So that is 2 coats of Burst Your Bubblegum. The next polish is called Give It A Swirl, and this is described as an aqua cream. Great formula and good coverage on this one as well. This one is just a little bit streaky compared to the last few polishes, but just barely. It still does level itself out fairly well as it dries. The color is also showing just a little bit brighter on camera than it is in person. This covered completely for me in 2 coats, but it's another one where I could see you maybe needing 3 just depending on your application. I don't think it's super likely, and it didn't really show on camera, but I still think it's possible. So that is 2 coats of Give It A Swirl. And the last polish is called Don't Sweet It, and Orly describes this as a violet cream. Another great formula, great coverage, very even. This almost seemed a little bit crelly-ish, not quite there, but leaning in that direction. This did cover completely for me in 2 coats, and it did seem like it dried a little bit darker than it was when it was wet. So that is 2 coats of Don't Sweet It.
So I think my favorite is going to be Burst Your Bubblegum, just because this is a really, really nice bright pink. This and neon yellow are like my favorite shades for pretty much all of spring and summer, so this one stood out to me the most. So that is the Orly Breathable Sweet Retreat collection. Again, I will link the Orly website down below where you guys can check those out. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.